Hello and welcome back to this channel. I am your host, Idikanobot, and this is Isaac News. So as you guys know, on Isaac News, our job here is to bring up to speed with amazing figures, with amazing news of things happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is a major focus on this channel. And today we'll be just, taking a peek into the banking industry. Okay, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry in Nigeria right now. It's huge. We'll look at just a few things about the banking industry. We'll be looking at the 10 banks with the highest account maintenance revenue. So what's account maintenance revenue? It's basically the money that the banks charge you for maintaining your account. So you'd see if you're using a Nigerian bank and you have an ATM card, that's a debit card. At the end of every month, you see, oh, they'll charge you maybe 16 naira for card maintenance, or so and so naira for, depending on your bank. And you also have charges that you're being charged per transaction. Okay, so we'll be looking at the 10 banks with the highest revenue from things like this, from transactions, from charges, and from card maintenance, and from account maintenance. And would also be looking at the banks with the highest deposit. So which bank has had the highest deposit in the year 2022? And then we'll look at the economic implications of these figures. So, just stay put and enjoy the rest of the video. All right, if you're just joining us, I'm Edi Kanobot. This is Isaac News, and we're looking at the banking industry. At this juncture, I would like to, plead that you should please like the video, share, subscribe, but most importantly, share your thoughts with me in the comment section. Top 10 banks in Nigeria with highest account maintenance revenue. So Zenith Bank, Access Holdings Bank, GTCO FBN Holdings, and UBA have recorded the highest account maintenance revenue compared to their peers in the 9 months under review of the year 2022. So Business Day had done a pool and had pulled together together account maintenance revenue of 12 banks. But here are the top 10 banks with the highest account maintenance revenue. Like I said, it's just banks that made the most money from bank charges, from card maintenance, and from other maintenance. This has nothing to do with profit from lending or from loans. This is just charges. Zenith Bank's account maintenance fee increased to 28 billion in the 9 months under review of 2022. 28 billion. It increased by 16.3% from 24 billion in the 9 months under review of the year 2021. Next, Access Bank. Access Bank account maintenance charge and handling commissions stood at 18.7 billion naira. This is a 15.4% increase from the 16.2 billion in the 9 months of 2021. Are you listening? It moved from 16.2 billion to 18.7 billion in 2022. Guarantee Trust Holding Company. The bank's account maintenance charges amounted to about 15.9 billion naira, and this represents a 22% increase from the 13.02 billion naira in 2021. FBN Holdings account maintenance income amounted to about 13.15 billion naira in the year 2022 from 11.74 billion naira indicated in the year 2021. This represents a 12% increase in revenue from account maintenance. United Bank for Africa, UBA, account maintenance fees stood at about 9.64 billion naira in the 9 months under review of 2022. This is a 35% increase from 7.11 billion in the 9 months of 2021. Wow, these are some amazing figures. These are some amazing figures. We will not continue listing these huge sums of money from other banks. But like I said earlier, this is money made from bank charges and account maintenance. And some banks are raking in 28 billion naira from bank charges, from account maintenance. Only account maintenance, 28 billion naira. Wow, this is huge. And in the light of the cashless policy, Nigeria has the banking industry has penetrated about 40% of the population. So only 40% of the country has access to banks. Not just access, that is, has a working account. Okay, a lot of our market women, a lot of our market men don't have accounts. Some of them, their accounts are not even viable. It's not working. That it has been dormant for so long. It's no longer operational. But in the light of this cashless policy, more and more people have been forced to go open accounts either with banks or with mobile or open mobile money accounts with MTN or Airtel. So, like, this report that I'm bringing to you right now is report as at the year 2022, before the cashless policy came in. So we stand to gain a lot as a banking industry. I'm not a banker. The banks stand to gain a lot this period because more and more people will be forced to come online. A lot more transactions will be done online. So they'll be able to charge more and more transactions. So this is a big win. This is a win. But the bankers, they're going to hit it big in this period. But we're going to be looking at another side of this story, the banks with the highest deposit in the year 2022. If you're joining us, this is Isaac News, and I'm your host, Idi Kanobot. We're looking at the top 10 banks with the highest customer deposit in 2022. Top 10 banks with the highest customer deposits. Basically, these are figures representing the banks that had the highest deposit. What's deposit? It means you carried money and you put into your account. Bank customer deposits grew by 32%. Bank customer deposit grew by 32%. Understand that these figures are not taking into account the cashless policy. Please understand that these figures I'm mentioning in this video has to do with the period before we stepped into cashless policy. Bank customer deposit grew by 32% to 49 trillion naira in the 9-month period under review in the year 2022 from 37 trillion naira in the corresponding period of 2021. So that's a big deal. From 49, it grew from 37 trillion to 49 trillion naira. And this does not take into account the cashless policy that has been implemented by the federal government and the Central Bank of Nigeria. So we'll be going straight to look at the banks, which banks made the most from or had the highest customer deposit. We'll just go through a few of them. We can't go through all 10 of them. First on our list is Access Holdings PLC. Access Bank reported the highest value of deposits from customers in the 9-month under review of 2022, amounting to 8.19 trillion. 8.19 trillion is the amount of deposit Access Bank saw in the 9-month period under review in the year 2022. And this customer deposit grew by 31%. Wow! From 6.2 to 6.23 trillion in the 9-month under review of 2021. Next is EcoBank. EcoBank Transitional Incorporated. EcoBank's deposits from customers amounted to 8.6 trillion in the 9-month period under review. A 118% increase from 3.69 trillion in the 9-month under review of 2021. Wow, this is massive. Third on our list is United Bank for Africa, UBA. UBA's customer deposit grew by 15.53% to 7 trillion. Okay, its customer deposit is valued at 7 trillion naira in the 9-month period under review of 2022 from 6 trillion naira in the corresponding period in 2021. Wow, this is massive. So this is the much that we can take. Okay, just go online if you're watching this video. Go and Google top 10 banks with highest highest deposit, customer deposit in 2022. Top 10 banks with highest revenue in 2022. Top 10 banks in Nigeria with the highest account maintenance in 2022. Top 10 banks with highest profit in 2022. You're going to see a lot of amazing figures. From these are figures released by the banks themselves. Okay, so these are not figures people are imposing on them. These are figures released by the banks after their audit of the year 2022. So these are amazing figures, amazing stats, reflective of an emerging, economy, a growing economy, a dominating economy in the African market and internationally as well. So this is where we're going to wrap it up for today's episode of the video. I'd like you to share your thoughts in the comment section. Like the video, but really engage. Now understand that the banks have a lot to do in terms of customer service, customer delivery, in terms of how its operation, because right now it's experiencing a lot of network issues, network glitch, and this is because more and more people are forced to, use the bank app and USSD code and to go through the bank. So the banks are having more crowd than it anticipated for, leading to, a glitch in the sector. But there's a lot that we can stand to gain as a nation, as a people, when once the banks begin to improve their technology and increase the amount of the amount of traffic their sites can handle, it's going to be going smooth in the long run. So this is good news. This is massive. This is good news. But then this is indicates of the fact that we are a big economy. We can mention deposit in trillions of naira. You're not small economy. If you calculate all the different banks having deposit in trillions, that's a huge sum of money. A huge sum of money. Guarantee Trust Bank deposit of 4 trillion naira, FBN Holdings deposit of 6.6 trillion naira. These are amazing figures. So just keep researching. It's going to help you understand that your country is not as beggarly as they make you see in the media. All right, till we see you again. Remain blessed.